Hi everyone, I'm Benita Perkins with Benny Grow Healthy Lifestyle, Branding and Communication. And I'm also work with Durham County Public Health and Employee Wellness. And our forte is healthy lifestyles with a particular focus on women of color to deal with the health disparities that are out here for us and that we have the ability to overcome. And today's webinar is What in the World Wellness Therapies. Hopefully this is something that is, I like to think of wellness, every aspect that can make you better. And so this is part of that, that focus. I'm going to share my screen. Sorry about that. Here we go. And hopefully you can see everything in presentation mode. What in the world? Trending wellness therapies. I remember when wellness therapy was a massage, acupuncture, or facial. During the past several years, the offerings have multiplied to include the basic and unbelievable. IV drips, freezing body parts, infrared saunas, and flotation therapy are part of this new I'm taking care of my best self philosophy. Today we're going to focus on 3 therapies: IV drips, cryotherapy, and floating or sensory deprivation tanks. Hefty price tags go along with these luxury offerings, and the rich and famous are digging in. Let's take a look at some of these newfangled procedures, and if you're curious enough, you may find a few nickels and dimes to give them a try. We're going to start with IV therapy. Although it's not new to the wellness scene, IV therapy has become all the rage with the rise in availability and A-listers wanting to get on the treatment's touted benefits. The wave of IV therapy is a sought-after service served in health centers best described as high-end spa meets modern doctor's office. Said to counteract fatigue, reduce signs of aging, and lower inflammation, it's no wonder wellness fanatics are drinking the IV therapy Kool-Aid. Whether you've seen it in the media or experienced it yourself, you're probably already familiar with IV therapy in a hospital setting. A nurse hooks you up to a bag of fluids via needle to administer saline or medication, and the IV therapy in the recreational wellness sense isn't much different. It's a method of infusing vitamins and minerals into the bloodstream to boost hydration, energy, immunity, anti-aging, etc. IV drips are injected into the vein and allow the therapy to move quickly through your bloodstream, and the dosage in the IV treatment is in a higher concentration than what you would find in an oral vitamin supplement. The fluids inside the bag depend on the type of therapy you are undergoing, and that can include saline, vitamins, minerals, and medication. Feeling run down? You're going to get an A vitamin B complex. Have a hangover? There's something for that. Most clinics that offer IV services allow you to choose from a menu of drip ingredients, formulated drips that are blended for your customized needs, much like ordering a la carte or at a prefix restaurant. The most common infusions: vitamin B complex for energy, vitamin C for immune defense, and NAD plus for energy and repair enhancing. The difference between getting vitamins through IV therapy and oral supplements is how much nutrients you absorb. A vitamin taken by mouth is broken down in the stomach and digestive tract, and the body absorbs about 50% of that. If the vitamin is given through an IV, it's absorbed at about 90%, which is a much higher rate. So you're absorbing more nutrients through IV therapy and absorbing them in less time than if you were taking an oral supplement. So if you want to get, the relief quickly, IV therapy is an option. IV therapy is beneficial for different people for different reasons. Two of the main benefits are ease and convenience and health and wellness. For ease and convenience, if you're feeling under the weather, you might not want to head to the hospital or your doctor's office. For many common symptoms, like a cold, IV therapy is an easy and convenient option. You don't even have to leave your home. There are concierge services like mobile IV medics that come to you and provide the treatment. The insertion is rather painless, like a pinch, and you will feel minimal discomfort. And the IV trip can do its job while you're watching TV, reading, or working on your computer. For health and wellness, IV therapy is used to promote health and wellness. The infusion of fluids, vitamins, and minerals can help support a healthy immune system, promote health, skin care, keep you hydrated, etc. So some of the common uses of IV therapy. We've got hangover relief. After indulging in a night out, you might wake up feeling awful, and you can get an IV therapy, which pumps fluids into your body to help you recover. Athletic performance recovery, your body may feel drained and sore after a workout, whether you've done a marathon or hit the gym for a lifting session. Sometimes your body can use a boost, and IV therapy helps athletes recover during periods of exertion with specific vitamins that help those needs. Fluids helps you rehydrate, while vitamins, antioxidants, and amino acids boost your energy levels and help to repair tissue damage. Immune system support. Immune system can fight off infection and keep the body healthy, but we can still get sick. So, especially during the cold and flu season, if you've caught a bug, IV therapy can help support your immune system by including a number of vitamins and minerals to naturally boost it and expedite recovery and reduce the chances of you catching a bug even. Cold and flu relief, so you've got a cold. IV therapy can offer relief with drips that keep you hydrated and include vitamins and minerals to help your immune system do its job and kick the butt. Pregnancy system alleviation, morning sickness is a common experience during a pregnancy, and so there's IV therapy treatments that help with morning sickness. Migraine and headache relief. Migraines can be debilitating, and the exact cause of these conditions isn't always clear, but common triggers include stress, diet, environment, and certain medications. If you're looking for relief, IV therapy includes vitamins and medication to mitigate your painful symptoms. And if you experience nausea with your migraines, the drip can be supplemented with anti-nausea medication, like that used for morning sickness. It can also cleanse your body of toxins and free radicals, increase your energy levels, increase circulation and promote good cardiovascular health, help ease anxiety and promote relaxation. In terms of cardiovascular health, certain amino acids can help relax your blood vessels, which can promote lower blood pressure and can even address symptoms of erectile dysfunction. Wow. Therapy can also be helped to ease anxiety and promote relaxation. It can make you, magnesium sulfate is an electrolyte that helps lower blood pressure. It may also help you calm your feelings of anxiety, promote a good night's sleep, relax your muscles, etc. Some say that IV therapy can help with weight loss with these 3 injections. So there's a lot of things that it's supposed to do, but what does the science say? IV therapy benefits are still being discovered, but the final verdict? IV therapies benefit many people, and even with today's modern medicine, they're still discovering additional health and wellness benefits associated with intravenous nutrition therapy. Effects? IV therapy drips, amino acids, vitamins, minerals, and fluids are administered at a controlled rate. Once you're connected, it's a quick and simple process. The duration of the therapy depends on what you're undergoing, but it's usually between 45 minutes to an hour. How quickly will you feel the effects? Again, the answer depends on why you're going therapy. In some cases, you might feel the effects immediately. And in some cases, it might take a little while before you feel the effects. The effects can last for up to a few days after completing the procedure, depending on a number of different factors, like the type of package you purchased, your hydration levels, and your body's natural metabolic rate. One drip session can cost anywhere between $100 and $1,000, depending on where you're located and what you're getting. The IV therapy is not FDA approved. Risk and verdict: there isn't hard evidence to prove the advantages of IV therapy, and it's not FDA approved, so it's especially important to get clearance from your doctor and proceed with caution. The risk of IV drip therapies are not high, but choosing the right provider is important. It's important to ensure that the company or individual administering the IV drip is medically credentialed, because there are risks, including nerve damage from the IV. There's also a risk of more severe side effects depending on the nutrients used. For example, magnesium is an electrolyte that's directly involved in cardio function. If too much magnesium is administered, a patient could experience heart palpitations or a cardiac arrest. Same thing with kidney or heart issues. You got to be careful. Final verdict: a reporter was at the end of a cold and tried the drip. While he didn't notice the difference right after the session, when he woke up the next day, he felt renewed and energized. His brain fog and fatigue was gone, and he wasn't for sure it was the drip that got rid of the unwelcome symptoms. But he would try it again to speed up the recovery process, just to see. Cryotherapy. Sitting in a cold tank might seem like an odd path to health, but the trend, which goes by the name of cryotherapy, is becoming increasingly popular. People claim that extreme cold can improve mental and physical health and even prolong life. But what is cryotherapy? It's a non-medical treatment performed in a spa-like setting that can be a safe alternative treatment for various ailments. Cryotherapy literally means cold therapy, and is any treatment that involves the use of freezing or near freezing temperatures. The most popular form of cryotherapy is sitting in a booth for 3 to 5 minutes, but it can be delivered to just one area, or you could opt for a whole body treatment. Localized cryotherapy can be administered in a number of ways, including ice packs, ice massages, coolant sprays, ice baths, and even probes into the skin. Most people use the whole body cryotherapy system. And this system is done by immersing the whole body in extremely cold air for several minutes. The individual will stand in an enclosed chamber or a small enclosure that surrounds the body but has an opening at the top. And the temperature will drop to between -200 and -300 degrees. You'll stay in that ultra low temperature for about 2 to 4 minutes. What are some of the benefits? Cryotherapy is thought to help with muscle pain, as well as some joint and muscle disorders like arthritis. It may also promote faster healing of athletic injuries. Athletes are often prescribed ice baths after a game or extensive use for this reason. Doctors have long recommended using ice packs on injured and painful muscles, because doing so may increase blood circulation after the ice pack is removed, which promotes healing and pain relief. A study found that cryotherapy offered temporary relief from the pain of arthritis, and they found that it allowed for more aggressive physiotherapy and occupational therapy, which helps to improve the ability to work around arthritis in your day-to-day life. This ultimately made rehab programs more effective. People who use cryotherapy also reported less pain. It's thought to reduce migraines. Cryotherapy is thought to help with migraines by cooling and numbing nerves in the neck area. And one study found that applying a neck wrap, which was a cold neck wrap containing 2 frozen ice packs to the carotid arteries in the neck, significantly reduced migraine in those patients tested. It's thought that this works by cooling the pressure, the blood passing through the vessels, and because it's close to the skin and accessible, the cold is accessible to these arteries. Reduces inflammation. One way the immune system fights infection is through reducing inflammation, is through inflammation. And sometimes the immune system becomes overreactive. The result is chronic inflammation, which is linked to health issues like cancer, diabetes, depression, and dementia. As such, reducing inflammation could improve overall health and risk of numerous chronic ailments. Some studies suggest that cryotherapy can reduce inflammation, but it's still being studied. And again, we talk about preventing dementia, reducing anxiety and depression, which is also thought to be brought on by inflammation. So if cryotherapy does reduce inflammation, it's going to help with these issues as well. And treating mood disorders, which is part of anxiety and depression. Preventing cancer and treating cancer. Because whole body therapy may reduce inflammation, it's possible it could reduce lower the risk of developing cancer. There is no evidence that cryotherapy can treat cancer once the disease has developed. However, medical cryotherapy is a well-established treatment for certain forms of cancer. A doctor might use cryotherapy to freeze off cancer cells on the skin or cervix, or occasionally to remove other cancers. In this context, it's called cryosurgery. It can improve symptoms of eczema, which is also brought on by inflammation. Eczema is a chronic inflammatory skin disease with signature symptoms of dry, itchy skin. Because cryotherapy can improve antioxidant levels in the blood and reduce inflammation, it makes sense that both localized and whole body cryotherapy can help with eczema and other skin disorders. A small study of people with eczema had participants stop using their medications and then try cryotherapy. Many of them saw improvements in their eczema symptoms, although some complained that it was a really cold process. Cryofacials is a therapy targeting the muscles in your face, and is thought to operate as a natural facelift. There's a whole process involved, but suffice it to say that it is one of the tools used in a facial that's supposed to reduce, make your face look younger. There is some conversation about weight loss. Cryotherapy will not cause weight loss, but it could support the process. Because it forces the body to stay warm, the body might have to increase its metabolism to keep you warm, which is an effect of, which helps to help lose weight. Now, one study showed that a small study found no significant changes in body composition after 10 sessions of cryotherapy, but because cryotherapy helps with pain, it could make it easier to get back to a fitness routine following injury, and that could be a weight loss benefit. Let's talk about the risk and side effects. It is generally safe. Cryotherapy is generally safe, but it's important to talk to your doctor before doing it. The most common side effects are numbness, tingling, redness, and irritation to the skin. These side effects are almost always temporary. Having cryotherapy any longer than a few minutes can be fatal. A person must never sleep during cryotherapy, and they should time each session to ensure it's not longer than the recommended time frame. You should never use cryotherapy for longer than 5 minutes, especially whole body cryotherapy. If you're using an ice pack or ice bath at home, you should never apply the ice in an area for more than 20 minutes. Those with diabetes or other or conditions that affect their nerves should not use cryotherapy. They may be unable to fully feel its effects, which can lead to further nerve damage. Cryotherapy can be unpleasant, particularly for people who are unaccustomed to the cold. Though unpleasant to begin with, though, cryotherapy tends to get better with each treatment as the body adjusts to the low temperatures. If receiving whole body cryotherapy, wear dry, loose fitting clothing, bring socks and gloves to protect from frostbite. Pregnant women, children, and those with high blood pressure should not try cryotherapy. Personal note, I tried it 2 years ago, and the cold temperature had me close to begging to be let out of that chamber. With the technician's encouragement, I was able to sustain 2 minutes. I felt energized, but not enough to go back. I think if I had muscular issues and pain, it would be a good treatment. Until further research can support these claims, however, it is impossible to determine accurately how effective cryotherapy is as a treatment. There are plenty of anecdotal evidence and some research supporting claims that cryotherapy can offer health benefits, but it's still being researched. But a lot of people swear by it, so that's really, if it makes you, feel better and helps your pain and whatever, it's worth the try. Lastly, flotation therapy. It's pitch black and eerily quiet. You are floating in a foot of salt water inside a light-proof, soundproof tank. The air and the water are about the same temperature as your skin, and you're not sure where your body ends and your surroundings begin. Your technician recommends that everyone spend their first float in silence. Devotees claim floating transports the mind and body, offering a profound relaxation and a variety of other benefits, from pain reduction to enhanced creativity to better sleep. In the last 5 years or so, the practice has grown wildly in popularity, with float centers springing up across the country and around the world. A flotation tank, known as an isolation tank or sensory deprivation tank, is a zero-gravity environment designed to help your mind and body relax, recover, and reset. When you begin your flotation session, you're supposed to enter a clean and serene environment, eliminating external stimuli. You'll find a flotation tank with Epsom salt and sometimes magnesium salt to help you float, a 94-degree solution to match your skin temperature, and a button to turn off the lights for complete darkness. No light, no noise, no sound. Sometimes magnesium sulfate is added into the water, and that helps with any pain issues that you might have for joint repair. And it's also an anti-inflammatory, which allows floating, while floating, it can enter your body to help reduce inflammation. The state of sensory relaxation achieved during a float session acts as a powerful therapeutic tool, especially if you have stress. Scientists estimate how does this therapy work. Scientists estimate that 90% of the brain's regular workload is spent responding to gravity, sound, temperature, and light. The float tanks are designed to quiet that constant input, limiting environmental stimulation and allowing your muscular, skeletal, and nervous systems to relax. One of the most powerful effects of floating on the mind is its ability to induce what's called a theta state, or a dreamlike state. This state is where our deepest learning and imaginative processes exist. The theta state is normally only achieved through sleep or deep meditation, but the float tank allows you to slip into it. Throughout your float, you'll remain in this pre-sleep stage of consciousness, attentive to your mind's journey. One study found that flotation reduced anxiety, muscle tension, and blood pressure in people with high levels of anxiety, while increasing their feelings of relaxation and serenity. Benefits: increased blood flow, elevated good endorphins and dopamines, which are the feel-good stress cells that help to reduce stress. Pain relief, reduces pain, increases creativity, decreases blood pressure. It's thought to decrease blood pressure. They found that blood pressure went down 10 to 15 points during the float. That was one study. So that might be the case, although I think the whole benefit is still being studied. Eases muscle tension. Again, we talked about pain relief, with Epsom salts offering anti-inflammatory benefits. Helps to regulate the heart rate and resets chemical imbalances. With a new boost in energy, it's no wonder that floaters consistently report immediate feelings of joy and relaxation. The blood pressure, like I said, was thought to go down 10 to 15 points in one interview. Float therapy can be a great recovery tool for athletes. Athletes are filled with anxiety and stress, and float can help them get back down to a baseline. Something especially cool: apparently the full relaxation effect of float therapy does not even set in until an hour after the float, and your state of relaxation can last for almost 24 hours. This is why, in addition to being a great recovery tool, float therapy is a short-term solution for people with anxiety or depression. Here are some takeaways from it. It's totally safe for most people. You can even try float therapy if you're pregnant. The only people who should use caution are those who are claustrophobic. However, because you can lift the top of the pot at any time, you might find that you get used to the darkness after a while. Float therapy is expensive. Prices range from $50 to $100 for a 60 to 90-minute session. So it might be worth giving it a try. Here's a few other therapies to consider. Red light therapy, a treatment used using low wavelength red lights to improve skin's appearance, reduce hair loss, help dementia, arthritis pain, and other benefits. It's a lot of research going on about it, and the full effect is yet to be determined. But basically, you're sitting under a red light, as you can see in that in the image. It's like an infrared light, and you're sitting under it, and it's supposed to provide these benefits. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy is a technology in which the air pressure in the environment is increased. When a person's body is placed in a higher pressure environment, it absorbs more oxygen molecules, and the body normally transports oxygen via the hemoglobin of the red blood cells. By increasing the air pressure, oxygen is then driven into the body's fluids, allowing a supersaturation of tissues and organs. This is thought to help with injury, to heal injuries, and to help with damaged circulation, including something like a blood clot. And we'll just call it that. I want to get to crystals. We're going to end here. Crystalline infused therapy. The concept of using crystals to heal has been around for centuries, but with celebrities like Victoria Beckham and Miranda Kerr speaking publicly about their belief, it's had a more mainstream resurgence. Cue Mother Nature and her abundance of goods, from power plant to crystal vibrations. Crystals is thought to allow folks to effortlessly move fresh energy into yourself, offering internal connectivity that enhances your external connectivity. That's a mouthful. But how does it work? Crystals are different combinations of minerals that help purify, balance, and realign by working with our bioenergetic systems. This is the definition that is as to why it's thought to work. Crystals are said to have a stable, unchanging energy pattern, each with a unique frequency and energy field or resonance that gives them special properties. As a result, they are thought to act like tuning forks, helping bring harmony in a very unstable energy field of the human body. This specific formation can affect light reflection, electrical charge, and more. How do you use crystals? You can hold them while meditating. You can wear them. You can use them in your house as decor to maintain a healthy feng shui within your home. Many spa treatments and wellness centers use crystals in facials, massages, and even chiropractic adjustments. And there's a lot of different crystals. The most popular are quartz or rose crystals, which are known as a stone of unconditional love. It's used to nurture and manifest love of all kinds. Clear crystals, quartz is known as the master healer. Clear quartz crystals because it helps to align your chakras and energetically attune you to all other crystals. Amethyst is known to help get rid of distractions and disruptive behaviors and enhance your intuition. That's my birthstone. Moonstone helps process change patterns and inner cycles. It's believed to help with intuition and help the user access their inner wisdom. So yeah, just a lot of different ones to choose from. And it's something that you could do research and see if it might, work for you. Again, a lot of people use this type of therapy and believe that it really helps them. So thank you for joining. I hope this has been informative, and you might find some different ways to get quiet and relief and healing. And certainly, if all else has failed, it's probably worth a try, right? None of them really seem to have a really difficult high level of risk factors. And so you never know. Anyway, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And I want to thank you so much. I want to thank you so much for joining me. See you next month. Bye.